Hey y'all, it's your girl Yaz. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, The Divine Esoteric Beauty. Today we're here to talk about a couple of ways to raise your vibrational frequency and to attract things that you would like to come into your life, and how to just in general begin your spiritual journey. So for the first thing you have to do is to be aware. If you found yourself in this video, there's a reason, and if you're looking for ways to make yourself better, if you're looking for ways to improve, if you're looking for ways to start your spiritual journey, you've come to the right place. For starters, we have being aware. Be aware of how you're feeling, be aware of, your surroundings, being aware of the way things around you are making you feel. Oftentimes, we tend to get immersed into the physical world. We tend to see things just how they appear to be, or just how they are given to us, when there's a lot more to that than we are led to believe. There's signs all around us, right? There's signs in everything, there's meaning in everything. Everything is everything. So once you begin to operate in that mindset, you begin to see meaning in a lot of things. I think a lot of times we have things that are going on in our life and we suppress them, and we think that that suppression is actually working, when it's not. Your body knows everything. Your body knows when you're scared, your body knows when you're angry, your body knows when you're sad, and that's why you see, like, when you're angry, your jaw gets tense, you see your fists tighten up. That's why when you're depressed, you sleep all day, you just feel sadness, because it's your body knows there's something deeper inside that's not right, and it's telling you need to handle it. Like, that's what it's saying. It's saying handle it. Realizing that everything is everything. Energy is very much so real. When you walk into a room and you can feel the energy, when you talk to different people and you gravitate towards them, when you see somebody, you say, yeah, I'm trying to be like her. That's me. I'm trying to be the person that people are like, yeah, I'm trying to be like her. Okay. But I think that it's important to just notice things, notice your surroundings, and notice what's going on around you, what you're ingesting, how it's making you feel, the things you listen to, how it's making you feel, the people you look up to, how they make you feel. Start to, understand and realize the way things make you feel. You're better able to cater to yourself. You're able to give yourself the things that make you feel good, which will make you feel good. You're able to take away the things that make you feel bad, which will make you feel good. So just being able to tap in, being able to be self-aware, being able to recognize what your body is telling you, what your higher self is telling you, which will then lead into a heightened intuition, because you are listening to your higher self, you are in tune with your higher self, and you are being guided by your higher self, which knows better than your present you. Second step is being thankful. And for me personally, spirituality is tied directly to God, because spirituality is the study or the observations of the unseen. It's the observation of the spirit and the soul. Your soul comes from God. And I think that we assign labels to divine beings. We assign categories, we assign boxes to religion, and it deters people from engaging, just the way, if you're in a religious community growing up, the way those people interpreted religion affects the way you see it. And I think that it's important to get in tune with your soul, get in tune with your higher self, get in tune with, the divine in you, because the divine in you came from the divine. So being able to be thankful for everything that you have, and noticing that, just like everything is everything, humans are nothing. We are on a rock, the only rock that we know of that's able to, support life, floating in a middle, like a bunch of nothingness, and we're given all of these things, and look what we've done to the world. And seeing that there's meaning in everything. Corona didn't happen for no reason, so thinking about that, thinking about what you've done with your time here, thinking about what you want to do with your time here, who you want to be while you're here, those are all really important things. And I think that giving thanks, understanding that there's always going to be somebody who has more, and there's always going to be somebody who has left, but you have what you have, so be thankful. you know, thankful for the roof over your head, the clothes on your back, the food in your fridge, all of that. And once you start to see meaning in the really little things we take, they're not little, they're really big, because a lot of people don't have them. But once you start to see meaning in the things that we take for granted, your perception of the world will change. Number 3, actively working on changing your mindset. Everything is a habit. The way you think translates into the way you feel, translates into the way that you act, translates into the way that you're perceived. So being aware of the mindset you've been trained to adopt, being aware of, you know, how you feel about certain things. Just like everything is a learning process, unlearning is a process. So what I like to do to change my mindset, especially about the way I feel about things, is to do guided meditations. I really love this app. It's called Eternal Sunshine. I 100% recommend it. It's filled with guided meditations and just like mantras and stuff like that, all that peaceful stuff. But there's also the creator of it, Londrelle. He does a lot of guided meditations. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple Music. I'm gonna link it down below. And those are really helpful with altering the way you think and like training yourself in order to think about things differently, to think about the world differently, and to feel differently about yourself. And I think that when I first personally started doing it, it was very odd for me. I wasn't used to that way of thinking. I wasn't used to that way of feeling. I didn't really understand everything he was saying. But as I went along my spiritual journey, I found truth in everything he was saying. And I found that, you know, the way we think about things, we've made it a habitual thought. And the way that we want to think about things, it will have to come out of being a habit. So like training yourself to think that the way you want to think. I also really like sound healing. I love sound healing, especially if I'm trying to go to sleep and my mind is racing. I put on some sound healing on YouTube, which is just like different frequencies. And I just breathe and I fall asleep. And I love that. Really love that. Number 4 is processing your thoughts and feelings. I journal. I have a journal. I do not write in it as much as I should, but when I feel things in extreme, I do tend to write. I tend to want to put my thoughts on a paper that's not somewhere that's not my mind, like give it a space to live that's not within me, because you know your thoughts are thoughts, and if you're living with it, if you're just thinking all these things all the time, you're going to become distressed, you're going to become confused, you're going to become restless. Everything is everything. So thinking about that, and I think the point with journaling, a lot of people, like when they're first starting journaling, they're like, I don't know what to write, or like, I don't know how long I'm going to write it. It's not about none of that. It's about giving your thoughts a place to live. Whatever you think, whatever you feel, you write it on the paper. And I think it helps to bring about like things. You might write something you never would have realized if you were just in your head all the time. You know what I'm saying? And number 5, manifestation, setting your intentions. So what I like to do is, my birthday was like last week. I set my intentions for my 19th birthday. I set my intentions for my year. So I'm writing down on paper what I would like to happen, my goals, what I want to become. You know, and another good thing is like having affirmations, looking in the mirror and affirming yourself, telling yourself things that maybe you might not necessarily feel that it's true right now, but you know, the more you tell yourself, the more you'll feel that way, the more you'll think that way, the more you'll act that way. So if you have problems with self-confidence, if you look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, maybe first couple of days you won't really feel that way, but after a while it will become a habit. After a while you'll start to believe it. After a while you'll start to feel it. You cannot have what you're not willing to become. So understanding that everything is a process. There's good and bad to every situation. Healing is beautiful, but it's not the most loving thing in the world. You have to work through the things that you've been suppressing. You have to work through the traumas that have been buried. You have to release emotion so that new things could come, so that good things could come, so that what you need can come to you, so that you're open to accept it. And I think that this is a pretty hard thing for people to understand. Everybody, you know, wants the outcome, but they don't want to do the work that will get them to that outcome. So understanding that, you know, you might not be ready for all of this, but your time will come that you'll be ready for it. And at that time, at that turning point, when you realize like the way you're feeling, you've had enough, that's a turning point. You have a choice at that point in time to do something to change your mindset, to change your reality, to alter the way you think and feel about the world, or to live in that state that of sadness, of depression, of, you know, whatever was making you feel that way to begin with. So I think that recognize that turning point is really important. You know, and being able to take responsibility, being able to take action, being able to say, you know, I have power in my own life, and not looking to other people to, you know, change things for you, because that's nobody's job. That's your job. If you want something to happen, you go do it. So I think that those really are important things. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to my first YouTube channel, for my first YouTube video. I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.